carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss.
Switch. We're going to 53.
Again, it's Elliott. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Mayfield.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 34 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
20! And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
First down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.